Okay, everybody knows that I'm from St. Paul, Minnesota, and I'm visiting from Florida. I'm in my 70s. I'm one of 11 children, and we're all alive, ranging from the oldest is 79, the youngest is 60. At a hotel, and I have a purpose. The purpose of this 1 week trip is to visit my father, who will be 100 in February, and I'll be out of the country for a while, so I thought I'd stop in and see my kids, my grandchildren, my brothers and sisters, of course my father. I'll visit my mother at the cemetery where we'll all be laid out, and I just finished up working out, and I started thinking about doing a video about my purposes, and one of the reasons why I'm on YouTube is to share my stories. And I'm an entrepreneur for 50 years. I've been a strategist and a goal seeker and ambitious all my life. I've been through a lot of experiences just like everybody else, and I feel like I'm one of the lucky ones and blessed, not only in our foundation of our family, the way I was raised with 10 brothers and sisters, and my parents, my career. I've picked the right horse in many ways, and then I've made some mistakes. Not to regret, just to say I've had wins, losses, and lessons, you know? So I thought I'd just talk about what I plan on doing here. It's a nice day in the 70s here in Minnesota, and I already talked to one of my brothers, and I text my father. My father and I texted yesterday about our visit for tonight, and I'm excited. I brought him a bottle of cologne. He likes cologne, and he's always, 11 kids, he's always been a romantic, right? Married to one woman for 74 years until my mother passed. 11 kids, 12 pregnancies, no twins, as my father would say, like he was a real stud. So I'm just kind of planning out my day, and I'm very strategic when it comes down to what do I say? What do I say to my kids? I want to share with them how proud I am of them and what they've done for parenting and for staying the course, for being good kids. I'm really excited about this trip. Even though I don't like to travel anymore, I've got close to 2 million miles in air time. It's kind of crazy, you know? Here we go, another plane. You know, when I see planes now, I say to myself, thank God I'm not on that plane. I just don't like traveling anymore, especially with people that are rude, that, we're there just for a short time, and those flight attendants and pilots, they work hard, man, to keep us safe and keep us comfortable. So I want to appreciate that. I've been with Delta for many, many years, I think since the 80s. My first trip overseas was Norway in 1983. So what was I? I was born in 54, so I wasn't even 30 years old. I was going overseas, picking out equipment for a business. I was making big decisions in my 20s, man, and running a company that had 150 employees. You know, I learned a lot. I had a lot of mentors and so on. So it's kind of special when you could basically pass on your legacies to your children and to your grandchildren and so on. And I'm in that position. And I've always called it the pillars. I've had the foundation. That's about your background, your raised, how you're raised, your 10 commandments, our faith, our family. You know, I had mentors, I had coaches and so on. And then once you become in your 20s or so, you get a good foundation. You move on to what I call mastery. You start mastering your career, your profession, and that's another 20 years or more. Then I think once you hit that mastery, you become more or less a transformation. We call them transitions, but I've transitioned from my mastery into eight different careers. My career was basically 8 different positions, careers, startups, ownership, equity, and so on. And then the fourth stage out of the 5 I call, let me understand here, so I go transformation, okay, I call independence. So when you go through this transformation, you're going into your goal. My goal was to be independent. To be independent, call my own shots. And even though I was doing it for many years, since 1993 is when I broke out on my own, 1993. God, it's what, 2025 right now? So that's many, many years. And then now that I'm on Social Security and Medicare and so on, I made it, right? And I officially spent 50 years of my career in business, from 1975 to 2025. And now I'm going into what I call legacy. So I'm passing on my legacies, hopefully to my grandchildren and my children and so on. So that's kind of where I'm at. But it all started in the foundation. It all started in the foundation of my parents. And that's why this week is a very special time to be able to visit my family, my grandkids. And I see these kids and my nephews and my nieces in sports, and their kids in sports. I love sports. And I love sports for team development and leadership and basically learning about life and learning about relationships, you see, and about competition, because life is a competition. But you know what? You always want to finish strong. That's always my goal. And that's what I usually say to my kids. Make sure you finish strong. Don't get in trouble. Be a person of integrity. Keep your promises. I know it's tough. Especially if you're very ambitious and very competitive and so on. But see here, somebody's got to clean up this place, right? So that's what you hear, the banging. But anyway, I just thought I'd check in and talk about the 5 pillars. Don't forget the 5 pillars. Your foundation. Look at your foundation. Number 2, what is your mastery? What is your career? What are you going to plan for the next 20, 30 years? And then you go into transformation, because even a transformation retirement is a big deal, because you still got to do something with your life. And that's what we call about independence. And the sooner you can get the independence, the best thing you could do is have FU money, walk away money. All right, independence. And then you can talk about legacy. Here we go. I'll talk to you soon. I'm independent enough not to take that flight. That's what you call independence and freedom.